Somebody do it with me. Come on. Skull, right? Come on. 23-6 was your final as the Green Bay Packers absolutely dominate J.J. McCarthy and the Minnesota Vikings. This one was one of their most well-rounded performances of the entire season. It felt like they were finally playing complimentary football. And coming up on today's show, I got 5 takeaways from that game, taking down the Vikings and getting another win in the NFC North. Do you hate Minnesota? If you do, spam GB down below in that comment section. So far this year, the Green Bay Packers 2-0 in the NFC North. That's going to be massive because, as we'll talk about a little bit later, this division is going to be exciting towards the end of this season. My first takeaway, man, defense making plays, okay? I'm talking 4th down stops. I'm talking red zone stops. I'm talking sacks. I'm talking interceptions. Just what a game from Jeff Hafley's group. And what they did was they saw an offensive unit that was struggling. Minnesota was limping into this football game offensively. And I'm not meaning limping as if they were injured. I'm meaning limping as if they have not played very good football over the last couple of weeks. And Devontae Wyatt stepped up, got himself 2 sacks. Micah Parsons stepped up in the biggest way he had, and honestly, probably since that win against Arizona. Micah Parsons was everywhere. He's like that movie from a couple of years ago. Everything, everywhere, all at once. That was Micah Parsons today against the Minnesota Vikings. And then the secondary, they just capitalized on poor throws, on throws from under pressure, against a quarterback that is one of the worst in the National Football League. Okay? Just really, really excited about what this defense was able to do. We came into this year saying, you know what? The safety room, your edge rushers, those are the 2 best parts of this team. Both safeties got a pick. Micah Parsons looked phenomenal. Great stuff. Great stuff from this defense. Way for them to make plays. Number 2, let's talk about Emmanuel Wilson, man. How about the day that he just had? An absolute workhorse in a game where a lot of people probably came in and thought, Josh Jacobs isn't playing in this one. They're waiting for him to be good to go for Thursday night. Didn't want to get him 2 games within 4 days. I totally understand. They're probably going to go a little bit lighter on Emmanuel Wilson, a little bit heavier for Jordan Love. And Matt LaFleur said, you wish. 28 carries, 107 yards, 2 touchdowns, 3.8 a carry. 28 carries for the backup running back, guys. That's unbelievable stuff right there. He was a workhorse. Over and over and over and over. And I get it. There are probably some of you guys who wish that Matt LaFleur showed a little bit more trust in Jordan Love. And I get what you're saying. But I don't think that today was a lack of trust in QB1 as more of, a testament to how good he feels about Emmanuel Wilson. And Emmanuel Wilson gave us good reason to why Matt LaFleur should feel that way. Number 3, I want to give a massive shout out to Anthony Belton. He was great tonight. 2nd round pick in the 2025 NFL draft. Offensive tackle out of NC State. One of those draft picks that I kind of scratched my head over. Thought at the time they should have gone quarterback. Still, you could maybe make the argument for that, but regardless, okay, scratch all that. Jordan Morgan was your starting right guard coming into this game. Anthony Belton got in there, got the lion's share of reps at that position, a position he wasn't even playing a year ago at NC State. Hell, a position he wasn't even playing 3 months ago during training camp. And he looked phenomenal. He looked a hell of a lot better than your former first-round pick from the 2024 NFL Draft, Anthony Belton. Jordan Morgan. Now, I'm not here to say, look, Jordan Morgan is a bust. He's a bum. That's not what this is all about. This is more about Anthony Belton and what he was able to do, the versatility he's able to play with on the offensive line, and the asset that he was today to this Green Bay Packers team. What's your own reaction to Green Bay, Minnesota? You let me know down below in that comment section. Weigh in. Tell me what you feel. And I'm excited to see what you guys say down below in the comments. I'm also excited to tell you guys about our awesome sponsor of today's show. It is our wonderful friends over at Underdog. Look, we are through with Week 12. Football season is in full swing, and Underdog is still the best place to get in on all the action. Let's cut to the chase. If you download the app today and sign up with promo code Packers Report, you score $100 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. Playing on Underdog is so easy. Just pick whether your favorite players go higher or lower on stats like rushing yards, receptions, touchdowns, and more. Get your picks right, and you could win up to 5,000 times your cash. And I hope y'all faded me on this week's Underdog lineup because, unfortunately, your boy went over. I had the higher on Jordan Love first quarter passing touchdowns. I had the higher on Justin Jefferson receiving touchdowns. And I felt that Matthew Golden was finally going to make it in the end zone. Had higher than his receiving touchdowns, unfortunately. 0 for 3. But hey, if you faded me, you went 3-0. You had a great day. Download the Prize Picks app today. Sign up with promo code Packers Report to score $100 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. That's promo code Packers Report. Underdog. Make picks. Win money. Must be 18 or older, 19 or older in Alabama and Nebraska, 19 or older in Colorado for some games, 21 or older in Arizona, Massachusetts, and Virginia. And present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/playing-get-terms_DFS_.html for details. Offer not valid in Maryland, Michigan, New Jersey, New York, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org. In New York, call the 24/7 helpline at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY to 467-369. So as you all know, Keisean Nixon left the game after the first quarter. He ran into a teammate after a Justin Jefferson reception, suffered a stinger. As of right now, he is day to day. Keisean Nixon means a lot to this team. He is your cornerback one, and I don't even think it's frankly close. And coming up and about to play the, Detroit Lions on Thanksgiving in 4 days, I don't think I'm crazy to say you're going to need your cornerback one in that ballgame, especially the fact that they've got Jamison Williams. They've got Amon-Ra St. Brown. They've got a really, really good receiving core. Sam Laporta out there. Oh, wait, no, he's on IR. Regardless, they got good receivers. You're going to need your cornerbacks to be able to play in that football game, okay? So this is a big deal, a big thing to monitor as we go throughout this week. I think it is good news that it's only a stinger. I also think it's good news that he's day-to-day, not week-to-week, and there's still a chance that he plays on Thursday. Now, I will say, I think it's less likely that he plays given the fact that it's a Thursday game instead of a Sunday. If Week 13 was played 7 days from now, I'd feel really, really good about his chances to be out there on the football field. But unfortunately, 4 days from now, you got to be playing, okay? And you're on the road in Detroit. So we'll keep you updated. We'll have that situation monitored throughout the week. Number 5, man, we're going to round this thing out, talking a little bit about the NFC North. This thing is going to be crazy. The Pittsburgh Steelers did not do the Lord's work today. They did not beat the Chicago Bears. Chicago won that game. They've won a lot of football games straight. I still believe they're a little bit fraudulent, but I think as they continue to win, they might be continuing to prove me wrong. However, they did face up against a backup quarterback in Mason Rudolph. Regardless, though, this thing is going to be wild to finish out because Detroit won in overtime against New York. Chicago won today against Pittsburgh. Obviously, you won today against Minnesota. I believe that probably means Minnesota is almost fully out of this thing. Like they're pretty much done in terms of contending for a spot to win. But it is still very much a 3-team race as we go off to the end of the season. Something to monitor, something to keep track of, and something you can help your team do by winning that game on Thursday. Grade the Packers' performance against the Vikings, A, B, C, D, or F. Felt like, again, it's one of the more complimentary games they played this season. Grade it for me down below in the comment section. And we're going to get on out of here. Appreciate you guys for hanging out with us. Reminder, we're going to have a video up later today on the channel. Then we're going to have a video out tomorrow morning. Make sure you're sticking by. Keep a watch for those because, as always, we have to have a lot of fun right here on the Packers Report. All righty, we're going to get out of here. We'll see you later today.